So day 2 of arithmetic sequences. First of all, what is a sequence? What did we learn yesterday?
It's a pattern.
Pattern.
Consistent.
Okay. If I had 2, 4, 6, 8, blah 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 blah. We need. How is it? Why is it a sequence?
Every two.
Yes, every time here it's plus 2. So what did we say that plus 2 was? The slope, right? So we have m equals 2. Today we are going to learn how to connect it to this so we can find like the 100th term instead of having to count all of those 100 terms. Okay? So we already have the m. What are we missing?
The y. The b.
The b. Okay? What do we think the b is out of a sequence?
The first.
The b originally, good guess, b originally is what? In slope-intercept form.
Y.
It's the y-intercept, right? What do we think it is for sequences? You had a good guess, but you're close. He guessed, his guess was the first number, so his guess was 2. Close. So the y-intercept or our b technically isn't there right now.
It's 0.
Why do you say 0?
Because it's not there.
Okay, you're exactly right, it's 0. Okay, but this is A1, A2, A3, A4. We want y equals mx plus a sub 0. So a sub 0 is over here, so we need to subtract 2, so it would be 0 there. Does that make sense?
So what would be then?
Okay, so it would now be y equals 2x plus 0, or I can leave that 0 off. So if I asked, I want to find the 50th term, where do I plug in that 50? If I want to find a sub 50, how do I use this equation to find the 50th term?
When you divide by 2. Multiply by 50.
Multiply by 50. Just plug in that 50 for x. So what's 2 times 50? 100. So our 50th term would be 100. That's all we're doing today. Just making that connection.
So yes, multiply that by that.
Yes. So once you have your equation, the number you want to find or the term you want to find, you're plugging that in for your x. Okay? Do some more examples. Okay? So on this example, we want to make our equation. Okay? We're using y equals mx plus b. So we need our m and we need our b. What's our m in this case?
9.
M is 9. Why is it 9?
Because that's adding by.
Because that's the pattern, that's the sequence that we're doing. Okay? What do we need to look for now?
The a sub 0.
A sub 0 or the b. How do we find it?
You subtract by 1.
Right, because technically 1 is a sub 1. So we need to go backwards to find a sub 0. So we need to subtract 9. What's 1 minus 9? Negative 8. Okay, so I have my two terms now. I just want to plug it into the equation. So what's my equation? If I have y equals mx plus b.
You have y equals 9x plus negative 8.
Plus negative 8 or just minus 8. Yep. If I wanted to find the 10th term, what do I do?
A sub 10.
Find a sub 10.
Multiply 9 by 10.
Yes, plug in 10 for our x. Are there any questions over setting up this equation? Good? Okay. Using our y equals 9x minus 8, shout out a number.
20.
7. Let's find the 7th term. We'll find the 7th and we'll find the 20th term. Okay? How do we find the 7th term?
A sub.
A sub 7. So how do we find it?
You sub it in for x.
Sub it in for the x. 9 times 7 minus 8. What's 9 times 7? 63 minus 8 is what? 55. Okay, let's find the 20th term. How do we find a sub 20?
Seven
Plug in
and
20
five
for
X.
X.
Plug in 20 for x. What's 9 times 20?
180.
What's 180 minus 8?
172.
172.
Add it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait.
Yep. So there's going to be problems on your homework that are going to ask you to write the equation and then find that term. Okay? So writing the equation is just doing this, and then finding the term is plugging it into that equation. Okay? Hardest part is probably finding that a sub 0.
Yeah.
Okay? But let's find another sequence. Okay, let's look at this one. What is our pattern?
7, 12, 17, 22.
Yep. What's happening between 7 and 2?
Add 5.
Adding 5. Let's check if the whole thing's adding 5. What about 7 to 12? Yes. Next one? Yep. So, finding our a sub 0. So, what's our slope? Start there.
5.
5. So, we have y equals 5x. Now we need to find our b. Okay. How do we find our b?
Subtract 5 and 3.
Go backwards. So, instead of adding 5, we do the opposite. We subtract 5. What's 2 minus 5? Negative 3. And that goes here. Okay. So, up here, just do your opposite of what your pattern is to find your other term. Okay? That's probably the hardest part. So then if it asked us to find the 30th term, what do?
Sub it. Put it
Sub
in
in
for X.
X.
Put it in for x. Yep.
Right.
Are we good or do I need to do more?
I got it.
We're okay?
Yeah.
All right.